Our strongest motivators are our fears. Understand your deepest fear, and you'll understand everything about yourself. Our fears don't just affect the way we feel or think. Our fears shape our neurology. It reflects in our face, in our body, in the way we walk, talk, carry ourselves. This is the strongest driver behind everything we do in life. Unfortunately, we often lack the self-awareness and unable to recognize those deep fears, our core fears that influence our entire life. But it's not difficult to figure it out, and I'll tell you more. It's not difficult to understand other people's fears. You can recognize person's core fear just by looking at them, by the way they dress, talk, by their facial features, body build, voice, gestures. And when you understand that, you can improve this relationship, and you can also influence this person. And although we're all very different, unique, and special in our own ways, still, in many ways we are the same. There are only few personality types. If you learn them, it'll be much easier for you to understand all people. I'll give you an example. Let's take a personality type as a harmonizer, equilibrist, or a cycloid. Cycloid meaning their nature is very cyclical. They have highs and downs, kind of like bipolar, but we're not talking here about diagnosis, clinical level of the problem. We are just talking about accentuation, character traits. So how do you recognize them? They're usually relaxed, unless they're hitting their bottom now. You probably won't see them at all. When they feel good, they're relaxed, soft-spoken, easygoing. That will be reflected in their posture, their face, the way they speak, the way they walk. What is their biggest fear? We're talking about core fear. The fear that sits so deeply that we might not even be able to recognize it ourselves. Because of their cyclical nature and mood swings, all they want is to hold on unto the moments when they feel good, when they feel at peace. Their biggest fear is a discomfort and conflict. It shapes their life strategy. Everything they do is driven by their desire to keep peace at all cost. And when you understand that, you know this is an empathetic, caring, loving person. Perhaps sometimes they're too nice, too kind, too agreeable. Perhaps they are easily manipulated and taken advantage of. Knowing just that little of information about a person, you can now understand how in the best way you can support them, what they need, how you can protect them, how you can encourage them, what problems they're more likely to face in life. Let's take another type, the guardian. We can also call them protector or a defender. Very easy to recognize them. They're sporty, strong, active, physically active. They're usually wearing a uniform or some clothing that resembles a uniform. It can be athletic clothing also. Their deepest fear is instability and loss of control, and it drives them to constantly safeguard themselves. They need structure, loyalty, And because it feels safer to be in a community, they need this sense of belonging. They often join athletic teams, they join army, they become policemen, and because of their need for staying in control as they can be seen as rigid, controlling, toxic even. For example, if you have a customer like this and they're trying to control your process, understand that they're not trying to be difficult. Be transparent, keep them updated on the progress, and give them reassurance. This way you'll have your customers happy and they will always come back to you and send you referrals. Now let's look at the other type, the dynamo or hyperactive type. Fast-spoken, active, constantly in motion. Their biggest fear is stagnation. Although they can bring excitement, can be very entertaining, social, can bring fresh energy into any environment. They're creative and imaginative. Know that this hyperactivity is very energy consuming, so it doesn't last long. They easily get tired, bored. They may just simply disappear. Know that if this is a romance, although it might be a dream-like, it's not going to last long. If this is your employee, understand that they can only work well on short-term projects. They need a fast-changing, dynamic environment. As a business partner, they can be incredible at the beginning stage of a project. But once you set the project in motion, you are going to have to pull the entire weight because they're going to lose interest after the initial excitement fades away. If you are interested in understanding yourself and others more, I am inviting you to join me for profiling training. You'll find all the information below this video.